Let's talk about Kalinka. So, a lot of you guys have asked what's happening with Kalinka. Well, last year we finished up Florida, week 12. We jumped double clear in the final Grand Prix. We finished third in that. And like all the horses, we got in the plane, we flew home, she flew home, everything was fine. Rode her for a couple of weeks. And then, we were getting ready at that time, this is April 2024. We were getting ready and planning our trip to go to Europe to show in some Nations Cups on the short list and try to get ourselves to Paris. And in the 2 weeks leading up to when she was supposed to get on a flight, things started not feel so good. And there was one day was good, one day was not so good. And she was off behind. And so we, had our vets, Philippe and Morgan, look at her multiple days because she'd be sound one day and then not sound the next day. And eventually what ended up happening and what we found via bone scan was that she had a hairline fracture in her hip, which meant, of course, that there was no chance of us going to Paris. And at that point, there was a very low likelihood of her making it back to jumping again, because it is a very challenging injury to rehab correctly. But we do what is right, and she immediately comes back to the barn. She goes into her stall. We adjust how the stall is designed to help her, and she basically gets a 24-hour, she's watched for 24 hours a day to make sure that she moves the way we want to not aggravate the broken hip. And how she got her broken hip, we don't know. She was sound. She was performing. When we came home, she was sound. We don't know. We have cameras all over the barn and we don't know. But so she basically needs to not aggravate the broken bone. And that's hard. So that's why she needed, people with her 24 hours a day for like 2 months. Okay, we get through all that. And then it's a very steady, very slow, very progressive road back because you do not want to aggravate the broken area and the ways that she's compensating away from that broken bone. If you break your arm, you're going to start doing things differently with your other arm that you didn't break. So it's managing those things and coming back nice and slow. We all know she's a warrior, and I think in her head, she always knew she was coming back, but we didn't know. And it took a lot of people here, many, many hours, and a lot of stressful days to do the job really well. And this week, we showed again for the first time. And she is back. We showed for the first time, so we showed small. I'm going to show you that video in a minute. But I'm so proud. I'm so grateful. I'm so impressed. I'm so humbled. And everyone in Pomponio is very emotional. A lot of us cried watching her back in the ring again. Because of how much we love her and how much we put into our hearts and souls into bringing her back. But she's back. If she wants to say hi, her stall is right back there. Yeah, she's amazing. So let's watch our round. We're jumping 110, so we're not jumping big, but it's a 110. The first round back, so it's so exciting. Okay, here we go. She going to the first fence. It looks just like it always does. Full leaping, hopping, very animated as she always is. And at this height, you know, there's not that much height to hold her back. So she's jumping at the fences, but none of that matters. She's having a blast. And I tell you, she's pulling, look at her. She just wants to go. It is so much fun. You know, her first round, she she's having a great time. And it feels just like it always does. Like all the feelings are the same. You know, it's been a while. You know, you can see just jumping way far through that combination, but you know, again, she's got so much horizontal push at this height, at all heights, that you know, that happens. But it doesn't matter. We're here as a first round. Get in the ring, jump. Next day, see how she's feeling. We jumped a second time yesterday or today, and she felt great again. And this is just part of that process of getting back to work. You start slowly, you see where you're at, you go to the next step, you see where you're at, and you just are very patient and you do the job well to rebuild everything. You know, when you're out for that long, you got to rebuild. It takes time. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? She's back. And you know, when I talk about, people ask me, what horse do you look for? And I say, I want the smart one that just loves to jump. That's exactly her. And I'm so happy.